It is time to preview some games this week. Just two for this video, and I'm going to start with Houston Tulane tonight, which is a very intriguing matchup in the American Conference. I like Tulane to win this game, and here's why. I think Tulane's defense, which kept them in the game against Auburn for a very long time the other week, is very good. And Houston is just kind of disappointed. They haven't looked as good as I've thought they would. They've struggled. They struggled with Washington State. They lost that game. I think Tulane's defense is going to be too tough for De'Aaron King and Houston to overcome. It'll be a close game between two of the top teams in the American and some of the top group of 5 teams in the country. And now to the big game this week, Notre Dame in Athens to take on Georgia. I like Georgia. I think Georgia will win this game relatively easily because Notre Dame has literally no run defense. If Notre Dame can allow Louisville to run all over them the way they did, then they're going to have a heck of a hard time stopping Georgia's running backs. DeAndre Swift should have a field day. I expect that will open up the play action game, and Fromm will do well, and Georgia should have no problems beating Notre Dame. If Notre Dame wants to win, Ian Book is going to have to make plays. There's no other way around it. Ian Book's going to have to be spectacular. He's going to have to be unstoppable. And that's going to be very hard against a Georgia defense that's very good and, quite frankly, hard to stop themselves. That is another reason I like Georgia to win this game easily. I just don't think Notre Dame is up there with Georgia. We saw in the playoff last year when they played Clemson that they're just not at the level that Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, and even Oklahoma are at. Notre Dame's a very good team. Brian Kelly's a very good coach, don't get me wrong. But they're not a top 5 team in college football right now. I'm not even sure they're a top 10 team in college football. They're just ranked in the top 10 because that's just how college football is right now. But I'm not sure they're actually one of the 10 best teams in the country. I mean, Notre Dame needs to prove to me that they can win a signature postseason game against a quality opponent and not get blown out before I can put them in that upper echelon. I mean, every time, Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl a few years ago, Alabama in the championship game, Clemson last year, they go up against the best of the best, they get destroyed. Not even close. I mean, it really isn't up for debate anymore, to be honest with you, whether Notre Dame can be counted amongst the elite, because they can't.